Check 1, 2. And now it's time for another broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. Today's broadcast is brought to you by All About Dance and More, B&N Trucking, Brown County State Bank, Cast Communications, Double K Firearms, Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling, Farmer State Bank of Greggsville, Hinderker Funeral Home, Henry Automotive, Cassing Lumber, Larry Dunn Accounting, The Land Guys LLC, Mount Sterling Savings Center, Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy, Prairie Land FS, Ray Insurance Agency, A Rustic Gardens, Scranton Heating and Cooling, Yingling and Nissen Agency, and York Tire. And now the broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. Today we've got a ball game for you. It is our Brown County Hornets 9 and 10-year-olds in pool play against the Adams County national team. You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by the Comfort Man, Scranton Heating and Cooling in Mount Sterling. They will install, train, and Mitsubishi equipment, service all geothermals, furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, and ductless mini split systems. Call the Comfort Man at 773-2626 or visit them on the web at comfortman.com. It's time for the B&N Trucking starting lineups for today's game, brought to you by B&N Trucking. They're locally owned and operated since 1999 with a family-oriented, family values approach to business. If you need something hauled or want to be part of their team as a driver or owner-operator, call B&N Trucking at 217-289-3555. For the visiting, and they'll be the visiting Brown County 9 and 10-year-olds today. It'll be Carter Havens. He'll be leading off and playing second base. Second place hitter will be Matthew Boylan playing shortstop. Third place hitter will be Colin Dieterle. He'll be doing the pitching today. Fourth place hitter Connor Flynn, and he'll be playing first base. Fifth spot will be Jackson Sefton. He's at third base. Wyatt Cassing is in center field, and he'll bat in the sixth position. Seventh position will be Evan Howell. He'll be in right field. Michael Cassing will be the catcher today, and Brody Phelps will be in left field. That's your lineup for Brown County. For the Quincy national team, brought to you by B&N Trucking, is Evan Piscotti. He'll be at second base. Well, let's start it all over. Drake Dodd will be pitching today. His battery mate will be Abram Zinger. At first base will be Jackson Moore. Second baseman, Evan Piscotti. Third baseman, Gabe Lane. Your shortstop will be Colton Renner. And then in left field will be Luke. I'm going to say Luke Bove.
I think it is a V. Or I thought it was a Y, though. But it could be Boise or...
Boye. We might check that with,
Yeah.
If you could check that with upstairs, check with Dane. Check the spelling on that for me, would you?
Okay.
In center field, Quinn Stadler. And then in right field, Maddox Funkenbush. He'll be your right fielder, and that's your starting lineups, brought to you by B&N Trucking, locally owned since 1999 with a family-oriented, family values approach to business. If you need something hauled or want to be part of the team as a driver, owner, operator, call B&N Trucking at 217-289-3555. With that, we'll be back after these messages.
It's the new year and time for a new you. You deserve better. How about treating yourself to a better way of life? Something more reliable, something faster, like the high-speed internet service from Castcom. Call and ask about our specials today at 1-800-252-1799. Another great way to save is to bundle your services. Add a home phone for the family or a local TV with our Broadvision cable services. Call and bundle all three today at 800-252-1799.
There's a difference between field experts and experts in the field. At Prairieland FS, we're experts in the field. Our crop specialists are trusted advisors, driven to maximize every acre and bring the latest agronomic technologies and innovations to your farm. Whether recommending the appropriate hybrid or variety, nutrient management for optimum growth, or advice on disease and pest management, our crop specialists are always focused on pointing your operations forward. Learn more at prairielandfs.com.
Just like a coach preparing their team for a new season, Doug and Darren, your ASC certified technicians at Henry Automotive, will make sure your vehicle is ready for whatever season is ahead. Henry Automotive provides dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690th East Street in Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road, drive 1.8 miles, and look for the big blue and yellow sign, or call Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. Have you ever been in a big box store and saw something you just couldn't live without, only to find out the employee has no idea what he's selling? You know, the same guy that was behind the deli counter the day before. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paint dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Spring has sprung, so dance. It's Sarah Hoots here with AADM Dance Studio. We are celebrating Season 12 by providing more ways for students to perform, learn choreography, and grow bold relationships together. All classes highlight traditional dance techniques, age-appropriate terms, unique choreography, and use of modern pop music. Come explore the magic of AADM with dance, tumbling, trampoline, or competitive team options. All about dance and more, 217-473-3970.
York Tire understands that there is never a good time for a flat tire on the farm or on your commercial vehicle. That's why York's eases your pain with 24-hour farm and road assistance. They can come to you with their on-site truck and get your equipment rolling. York Tire.
Or call 217-773-2020.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 29, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling has been providing superior comfort to West Central Illinois since 1985. Installing Trane and Mitsubishi comfort systems and servicing all brands, the Comfort Man has the best equipment and technicians to keep your family comfortable year-round. Call the Comfort Man Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626. That's the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626. Or visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
The Brown County State Bank is proud to support all the Brown County Hornets athletic programs. In fact, we're the only bank offering the Hornet debit card. Every time the card is used at a point of sale, a portion of the proceeds are contributed to the Brown County School. It's our part of our commitment to making them the best they can be. Contact the Brown County State Bank today to get your Hornet debit card at 773-3327. Brown County State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Steve Surratt and Mr. Daniel Risman and Weston Heron with you on the broadcast on YouTube, on MixLR, and on BCHornetsports.com. If you're listening at BCHornetsports.com, you can go there on our webpage, and now you can click the YouTube link there. It puts you right to our live, or puts to our page. You'll see the live streaming going on there. We appreciate you joining the broadcast today with us. Time for our Henry Automotive Keys of the Game, brought to you by Darren and Doug Henry. Dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, 773-9066. And Daniel, we just have the same things no matter what is going on. We have the 4 things for Little Leaguers they have to do. Number 1, pitchers. Walks. Can't have walks. Walks turn into run. Can't have errors. Errors turn into run. Can't leave men on base because they don't make runs. And then in Little League, put the bat on the ball and see what happens. Those are the 4 things, our Henry Automotive keys to the game. The only thing we add is for Little League about putting the bat on the ball. But really that is, you know, when the bat goes on the ball, even we see it in Major League Baseball, sometimes you get a seeing eye base hit and you get some other things that, you know, help you out with that.
Even I was watching the Braves Cubs game a couple days ago, and they had Little League errors. So it's you always have that opportunity.
Yep.
To get a hit.
You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Scranton Heating and Cooling, the Comfort Man. They install Trina and Mitsubishi equipment, service all geothermals, furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, and ductless mini split systems. Call the Comfort Man at 773-2626. Visit them on the web at comfortman.com. Daniel, I didn't look my watch, see if it even gives me what the temperature is. It says 88 degrees here in Mount Sterling. A high of 91 today. Heat index and perspiration index is pretty high today.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a rough game on the catchers, I'll say that.
Yep. And the good thing about Brown County is they have several catchers on the team, so they could give them some breaks, and you will do that, particularly if the catcher is one of your pitchers. Again, you can't catch more than, once you go over 3 or 4 innings, you can't pitch. And so that's one of the things going on today.
And it's also good when
And I'm going to ask this umpire, what's your name? Corey Sipes, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I know. I just had to have the memory kick in. Yeah. Umpires today, Corey Sipes and Nicholas Hindeker will be your umpires today. Brown County is coached by, let's see, A.J. Cassing, is that correct?
Yes, A.J., yeah.
Kevin Dieterle is the head coach and also helped by Jeremy Flynn. And so we're glad that we could be on board today. And that Brown County's got their ace on for today, Colin Dieterle. And hopefully they can shut the Quincy Nationals down here and get the first win out of pool play. The 1 and 2, I believe, out of pool play here goes to Beardstown next week. And so that'll be what's going on there. Here we'll have the District 17 district, 11 and 12-year-olds, and we will be broadcasting on MixLR, BCHornetsports.com, and our YouTube channel every game.
Every game, not even BC, just every game.
Every game in the tournament is going to be broadcast. We're going to do that for people to bring that. We're hoping if you're an advertiser out there and you live in any of the towns that are involved in the 11 and 12, we would love to have some sponsorship to be able to pay the expenses for doing that, but we're going to commit to do it irregardless. And so, and as quick as that, it's 6-3 in the first out here in the ball game. Carter Havens grounds to the shortstop and a nice play by Rainier. And so that's the first out, Daniel, of the ball game.
It seemed like we have some errors with our YouTube there for a second,
Okay.
so I wasn't able to see what's going on.
Well, we'll see what happens here and see what's going on as far as the internet's concerned. It may be, Nick said we might be slow down here based on how far it's got to come.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what's going on as far as that's concerned and see what we can do. I'm a little hesitant to make any changes on my internet side of things, even if say it's lost your internet connection and reconnecting. So we're hoping that we can get that straightened out and be here for the broadcast. And so we'll see what's going on here as far as that's concerned. And we'll shut some things down on the phone to see if we can make things work a little bit better.
I need to turn my Wi-Fi off too.
Okay. 3 balls, 1 strike as we've been kind of rambling on to Matthew Boylan. Pitch, swing, and a miss. And that'll make it 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Left-handed Dodd on the mound for Quincy National. Swing and a miss. Nope, said foul tipped. Gonna get another opportunity there.
I will say it's going to be harder for the Brown County All-Stars. The Quincy has a left-handed pitcher, and it's harder to hit off those left-handed pitchers when they don't have experience with them.
Ball fouled off. He stays alive. Well, the thing about it is we have Wyatt Cassing who's pitched to these kids a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we've got that out there. And so with that, I'm going to turn some of the gain down a little bit. See if we can get rid of some Dane Flessner in our ears. The wind and the throw. Swing and a miss as Boylan strikes out for the second out of the inning. And so it's 2 outs with Colin Dieterle, the third place hitter and the pitcher, coming up in this spot. Colin, wonderful ball player, got some power in that bat. The stretch and the pitch by Dodd. Ball hit, ground ball to the third baseman. That is late. He throws over to first. It gets away from the first baseman more, and Dieterle heads down to second base. And so that's going to be, I believe, an error on the first baseman. And Dieterle down at second base.
That's some good base running by Dieterle to see that and get to second. And a chance to get an RBI here in the first inning.
And Connor Flynn, the fourth place batter, up. The stretch in the pitch. He hits that into center field. The center fielder, it's over his head. Dieterle's going to score from second base. Flynn heads into second. Throw in. They're going to send him on to third base. And no throw at third as they throw the ball home. And that's going to be a triple for Flynn and an RBI. Triple and for Flynn and an RBI. And the Cass Communication scoreboard reads Brown County 1 and Quincy not at bat yet. The stretch and the pitch by Dodd. Swing and a miss by Sefton. Way out in front. Ball gets away. Here comes Flynn in from third. And that'll be 2 runs for Brown County now on the Cass Communication scoreboard. And it'll be 1 strike on Jackson Sefton. Dodd stretches, throws. Ball outside. Evens the count out at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Quincy got 2 quick outs, but Dieterle gets on an error, ends up scoring. Errors equal runs, don't they, Daniel? Ball outside. He said strike that he offered at it.
Quincy started off pretty well, but after that that error with Colin Dieterle, it seems like it's turned into Brown County's favor this inning.
It has. Nobody on base. 2 outs. Jackson Sefton up to bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up the right side. That's fouling out of play. Going to keep a 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. We're in the top of the first. Brown County in this ball game 2-0. I want to thank our listeners on BCHornetsports.com and those out there listening and watching on YouTube today. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strikeout and the 3rd out. So, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. As we head to the bottom half of the first inning, it's Brown County 2 and Quincy coming to bat on the Cass Communications scoreboard.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting? Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400. The Hendricker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling, serving Brown County and the surrounding area for over 40 years. The Hendricker Funeral Home is a proud supporter of Brown County Athletics. Jamie and Tracy Hendricker and their staff are proud of their attention to detail, the variety of choices and dignity given to each and every family they serve in their time of need. For more information, visit them on the web at hendrickerfuneral.com or give them a call at 773-3362. Once again, that's 773-3362.
Steve Surratt, Daniel Rissman, and Weston Heron down there running the YouTube videos. And we see we got some listeners. It looks like Joe Clifford's out there listening, and Heather Henry is out there. And I don't know the people that we have on YouTube. Hopefully everything's going good. This is our first time being downstairs here, and we may have to look at some things of what we can do to make the internet faster down here, or do something different down here for tomorrow night's ball game. I may have to run some Cat 5 cable tomorrow. First batter for Quincy as they come to bat will be Evan Piscotti, the second baseman, followed by Gabe Lane and Drake Dodd on your B&N Trucking starting lineups there. First pitch from Dieterle is a strike, and you'll see Colin work ahead most of the time. He wants to throw as few pitches as he can, and I say that, and he throws the ball back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Warm day out there, Daniel. And we talked about this a little bit earlier. Wear and tear on the catchers today.
Yes. If you can get through the innings pretty quickly on defense and stay longer on offense, then it's a burden that's off your shoulders. You can sit in the shade, get some water, whatever like that.
Strike 3 called, caught looking, and that's the first strikeout in the ball game for Dieterle. And Gabe Lane, the third baseman, comes up. Drake Dodd is on deck, the pitcher.
Also, with this really warm weather, you're going to see the ball pop more, especially with that hit last inning. I think that was Connor Flynn. I mean, he hit it way out there. He barely even got the bat on the ball, and it just flew. So you're going to see a lot of pop on the ball in this game. Expect to see a home run, I think.
Dieterle stretches and pitches. Ball outside, going to even the count out at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Heather or somebody, if you can send me a note to let me know how volumes are on the commercial stuff, or that'd be great if you could do that for me. Since my wife is working today and can't be monitoring for us, but anybody out there listening can send us a message on the messenger. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Gabe Lane. Dieterle looks in, winds, and throws high, going to make it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go again. The wind and the throw. Ball outside. It's going to make it 3-2. Dieterle was up 1-2 now. 3-2 on the count. Can't be walking batters. The wind and the throw. Strike 3 called again. That's 2 strikeouts for Dieterle. And brings up Drake Dodd, the pitcher for Quincy. And so he's trying to help his own cause out here, Daniel. Get on base as Quincy is down 2-0. Brown County leading 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first. Ball high. Brown County the away team today because they flip for dugout and home team rights. The wind in the throw. Swing fouled off. That's going to make it a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sharp Brown County uniforms, black sleeves, black numbers, green body on it, and BC All-Stars, and a funky font, though. Let's see, that's a ball. That's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's a font that I'm not used to. It's a lot different than you'd usually see, you know.
Their names are in a regular font, but their numbers are kind of in a strike.
Yeah. They're kind of in a...
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I can't tell what the font is, though. It's like a medieval kind of? Yeah.
Wind in the throw by Dieterle, ball outside. That's going to run the count to 3-2. Dieterle throwing a lot of pitches, even though he's struck out 2 batters. The last batter he ran to full count also. The wind and the throw. Fouled off, and the umpire gets one in the mask. Nobody calls a timeout for him. That was a pretty good shot there. Coach is checking on him. Wind in the throw by Dieterle. Ball, and that's a base on balls. Not what you want to see in this ball game with you being up 2-0. Brings up Abram Zanger. He is the catcher. Shorter guy, they're standing in the front of the box. I don't know if I would do that with Dieterle.
He slings it in. You want to be all the way back.
Looked like a curved ball, missed. Ball 1. And I think
there he goes. He's in the back of the plate now.
The wind and the throw. Swing and a miss late. Sometimes at the back of the plate you get too much time to think about it. Wind and the throw. Strike. That'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner down at second base. Safe because he dropped the baseball.
That was a really good throw, though, by Michael Cassing. That is textbook.
Michael Cassing makes a great throw, but not before Dodd gets in, and runner at second base, 2 outs. The wind and the throw. Strike 3, gonna ring him up. 3 called strikes, and no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. As we head to the top of the second, Cass Communication scoreboard says Brown County 2, and coming to bat, and Adams Nationals nothing. We'll be back.
Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling would like to wish the Hornets best of luck this season. A local bank with local people, local decisions, and local investments. The Farmers State Bank and Trust has been serving the financial needs of Brown County for over 100 years. Visit them today for all your banking needs at the main bank in Mount Sterling, the For Sales branch, the Timewell branch, or the branch located inside the IGA in Mount Sterling. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Land Guys LLC is a land brokerage company dedicated to connecting sellers and buyers through the use of innovative marketing that includes professional photography and videography. Land Guys LLC had over $80 million in sales last year and averaged selling a farm every 2.5 days. Named one of America's best brokerages, contact your local Land Guys broker, Toby Stay, at 217-257-6096 or go to landguys.net. A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize sale by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home.
Steve Surratt, Daniel Rissman back with you. We'll cut that commercial. We'll give them Cassing's a look here. First batter is Wyatt Cassing for Brown County. It'll be Wyatt Cassing, Evan Howell, and Michael Cassing atop the 6, 7, 8 batters. First pitch by Dodd is back to the screen, ball 1.
Looked like he released it a little too high there.
Yeah, he didn't get any follow through in that ball at all. Probably short stepped his front foot. That's usually the issue there. Swing and a miss. Cassing wanted that one. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kevin's saying settle down. Don't get too anxious at the plate.
You can't tell White Casting to settle down. He's just going to go at it.
Fouled off. Makes it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I love the night you were up there. We had him on for player of the ball game. He's a modest young man, too.
Yeah, yes, he is.
But had a great interview with him that night. Pitch is high, going to even the count out at 1 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning, Brown County came out with 2 runs in the first. Adams nothing in the bottom of the first, and so Brown County leads 2-0 here in the top of the second inning on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. And Dodd already has 3 strikeouts in this ball game, and seems to be cruising right along.
I think the difference is that Brown County is being a little bit more aggressive where they can get more hits while Quincy's staying back more, being more patient with their pitches. They're both striking out, but they're different ways of striking out.
First pitch ball to the batter, Evan Howell. Ball hit up in the air into right field. Right fielder comes in, can't make the catch, as Funkenbush can't make the catch, and that's going to be an error. He's off the base, going to second, back to first. Head back to first is what they're saying. He's going to get back into first easy. Now he's going to go to second on the pass ball after being in a pickle. Okay.
You're going to become an auctioneer now?
And air big. Give me two, whatever, 4. And he's down to second base. Error on the right fielder as the ball hit his glove. Should have been a caught ball. In All-Stars, I don't do gimmies in All-Stars.
This is the best of the best.
Yep. And so runner down at second base now is Evan Howell. He didn't know what to do there. And, folks, a swing and a miss by Michael Cassing. That was definitely a time when you needed to be watching YouTube to see what was going on there. I hope Weston got the first base view there so he could see the pickle down there. But you had to see that on camera.
That was just a hodgepodge of just
1-1 to count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Yeah.
Again, I can't.
Hard to explain for audio other than the fact that Howell got mixed up on whether it was out or safe or what was going on there. Ball gets away, and Howell's going to end up at third base. And so, runner at third base, 1 out, and now a 2-1 count on the batter, Michael Cassing. Brody Phelps is on deck. Stretch and the pitch. Ball outside. Going to make it 3-1. And so the catcher looks Howell back to third base. Dodd steps back on. The left-hander works out of the stretch position. Looks in, stretches, and pitches. A bunt signaled. Bunts down the third baseline. Foul. If he'd got that straight, base hit was written all over that, Daniel.
Yeah, I think it looked like they were, I don't know if they're going to go for a suicide squeeze. You don't see suicide squeezes in Little League because they don't have that. They can't,
Well, it's more of a safety speed because you can't go until it gets past the batter.
Yeah, so I think they were trying to go for the hit there.
Full count, 1 out, runner at third. Pitch, swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Dodd. That's 4 strikeouts for him in this ball game, Daniel.
Before, it's just the fact that Brown County is just so aggressive. It's working for them, They're getting hits. They're getting the ball down on the ground, taking those opportunities, as we said before. So I don't want to discourage them on the strikeouts.
Brody, high ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes Howell, slide in. The throw is late and not caught. And Howell's going to score for the third Brown County run on the Cass Communications scoreboard. And it's Brown County 3 and Adams County nothing. Phelps up now with nobody on base. And that was a ball to him. High, that got away. Ball 1 for Brody Phelps. Now we have to rewind and get a base runner again. Stretch and the pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, want to thank our listeners, want to thank our sponsors out there for helping us with these broadcasts. Nothing more pure than baseball. Don't let it be a substitute for coming down and watching these kids play. Swing and a miss or fouled off. 2-1.
And I'll ask, do they have a rosin bag out there?
Probably do. I would say somebody's got, and I would say that's probably Dieterle's rosin bag. Today, I mean, I'm here, and all I'm clutching is a pencil, and my hands are sweating. We're having a little infield meeting on the plate, so the coach doesn't have to come out. And so Mr. Zanger gets his instructions out there to Dodd. And you've 2-1 on the count. 2 outs. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. We laid off at 2 high fastballs, but we had to swing at that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And like you said, you don't want them to take their aggressive part out of the ball game, but those ones that are up around your eyeballs, you need to lay off of those.
Yeah, I mean,
Ball low.
I just can't say anything about it. It's just that, you know, it's just really good to be aggressive. I think Coach Dieterle has a really good approach to his batters. You know, he just tells them just go out there, swing at really good pitches, and just make opportunities out of everything.
Swing and a miss. Late and another strikeout by Dodds. That's 5 for him in the ball game. So with that, Brown County gets 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, it's Brown County 3 and Quincy Nationals nothing. We'll be back after this message.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. Shop arusticgarden.com to find a flower arbor or wedding arch and get it shipped directly to your front door. That's arusticgarden.com, Mount Sterling, Illinois.
It's the new year and time for a new you. You deserve better. How about treating yourself to a better way of life? Something more reliable, something faster, like the high-speed internet service from Castcom. Call and ask about our specials today at 1-800-252-1799. Another great way to save is to bundle your services. Add a home phone for the family or a local TV with our Broadvision cable services. Call and bundle all 3 today at 800-252-1799.
We would like to welcome you back here as Brown County is leading Quincy 3-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. I'm Daniel Rissman. I'm taking over for I forgot by the time I got there. Kevin's dad bringing it to us. Okay, so we're back on air. I brought it back for us.
Okay, awesome. First 3 batters for Quincy, and nice job bringing us back. Jackson Moore, Quinn Stadler, and Colton Rainier. That's your will be 5, 6, 7 batters for Quincy, and the wind and the pitch for the pitch. 1 strike on the first. Strike 2. Dieterle is on in this inning. 2 strikes, no balls to Jackson Moore, the first baseman. Wind and the throw. Swing and a miss, and he gets a strikeout. That's his 4th strikeout of the ball game. He's faced 5 batters and struck out 4 of them, and more precise that time. Thank you, Frank. Weston. I holler at Weston, and he gets it about a 2-3 second delay after I've said it, I think. We needed to get some water in us to be able to talk. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball outside. That's going to even the count out at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We don't get the comfort of air conditioning anymore. We got to be out in the open.
Out with the other peeps.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm thinking about how to build a riser up there so we can go back up there and sit behind them. Wind in the throw. Ball outside. That's going to be 3-1, and he almost offered at that. Stuck his bat kind of down out there late. 3 balls, 1 strike. Dieterle's throw. Strike on the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's just really good location there. Just right on the outside corner. It's so good. It just.
Strike 3 called. 4 of his strikes have been called third strikes on the batters for Quincy. That's 5 strikeouts in the ball game. Brings Colton Rainier up, the shortstop. He made a fine play to start this ball game out, throwing a batter out at first base. Actually, it was Carter Havens on the very first pitch of the ball game. First pitch to Rainier is a ball. Next pitch, the wind and the throw. Ball outside.
Dieterle just has really good, consistent speed. I think I'm trying to figure out the way how he gets that speed off his throw. I think he kind of I call it the slingshot. On when he goes back and he brings it forward, he kind of whips his arm to give it that momentum. I think
3 balls, no strikes. The pitch, and that's high, and he gives away a base on balls. That's his second base on balls for the game. And he has 5 strikeouts and 2 base on balls. And most of them have been called third strikes. So like you said, the Quincy batters are not coming up here aggressive to the plate. And so you need to throw strike, 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 strike. Cut down on the pitches, the wind, and the throw. Ball high.
I would even say throw it a little bit slower, worry more about the control than your speed.
Sometimes when you slow it down, though, you lose some of your mechanics.
Yes, that is true.
Next pitch, strike, gets away from the catcher. And so with that, Rainier's going to go down to second base. Runner at second base, 2 outs, 1-1 count on the batter, Funkenbush. Wind in the throw. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He just needs another pitch just like that. And Brown County will be out of this inning with no runs again.
I do apologize. Every time you're going to say Funkenbush, I'm going to laugh a little bit. That's just a
strike name. 3, late swing for the 6th strikeout of the ball game. So with that, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base as we head to the top of the 3rd. Cass Communication scoreboard says Brown County 3 and Quincy All-Stars nothing, and coming to bat.
Growers trust Prairieland FS to deliver top-performing hybrids and variants that promise the highest profit potential at harvest. Our crop specialists offer seed solutions and expert recommendations tailored to each grower's fields, utilizing cutting-edge productions from our highly respected brand lineup, helping you to maximize every acre. Contact your local Prairieland FS crop specialist today.
Just like a coach preparing their team for a new season, Doug and Darren, your ASC certified technicians at Henry Automotive, will make sure your vehicle is ready for whatever season is ahead. Henry Automotive provides dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690th East Street in Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road, drive 1.8 miles, and look for the big blue and yellow sign, or call Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steve Surratt, Daniel Rissman, and Weston Heron with us on the broadcast. And Weston's running our cameras for us on YouTube. Daniel and I play-by-play and color for you on both YouTube, MixLR, our station, and BCHornetsports.com. You can go to BCHornetsports.com and you can see we've got Station 1 and Station 2 for when girls softball and baseball is up, so that we can broadcast both games at the same time. And then there's also a link there to our YouTube page where you just go to, if you want to go to YouTube, go to BC Hornet Sports, and you'll be there. And first 3 batters for Brown County, top of the order, Carter Havens, Matthew Boylan, and Colin Dieterle. And Carter Havens' first pitch hit to the shortstop, bunts the ball, and foul. And Daniel, he was almost out of the batter's box when he hit that ball.
That was a softball slap hit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in front of the mound when he hit that
Oh, yeah.
ball, or in front of the batter's box, and I think that's an out. Strike called by Corey Sipes on that as he offered it to bunt and pulled it back. Now no balls, 2 strikes to Carter Havens. Stretch and the pitch. Line drive, base hit into right center. He's going to get at least 1. He's going for 2. Let's see what happens. Good throw from the outfield. Going to get there, but a little offline. He's going to come all the way around and scores. Carter Havens with an inside the park home run. I'm going to call that a home run because he never did stop. The ball came into third base, and it was up the line. He saw it was up the line and just kept running.
I don't think he hesitated one.
Not one time at one base at any spot. It's one of them times I'd like to see the video replay. Next pitch to Matthew Boylan, swing and a miss, a strike, and like you said, the ball's going to travel if you hit it today.
It will, and my prediction was right. There was a home run, so.
Okay. And so, 1 ball or no balls, 1 strike to Matthew Boylan. Next pitch is a ball high. Evens the count out at 1 apiece. 1-1 the count. Want to thank Frank for getting us some waters and some drinks while we were trying to do that between times. Fouled that off.
Little care package.
The little care package, 1 and 2. Frank Dieterle, that'd be Kevin's dad. He kind of stays in the background today because Colin's pitching. Strike 3 called on Matthew Boylan. And that is 6 strikeouts. 6 strikeouts for Dodds in this ball game. And Brown County either hits the ball or they strike out. That was a called third strike. Colin Dieterle up. Last time up, he grounded to the third baseman. Throw over was missed by the first baseman. Got on with an error but ended scoring. One thing I will say about Brown County, Colin's given up 2 base on balls, but none of them have scored so far. And that's a pitcher coming back from adversity and buckling down. The pitch, line drive deep into left center field, bounces to the fence. Dieterle hauling it into second base, and he's going to stop with a double into right center. And so, nice base hit, and brings up Connor Flynn, who had an RBI triple last time up into right center field. Went over the outfielder's head. And so, Dieterle's going to ask a question of Nick Hinderker, the base umpire. And one thing about Kevin, he will just inquire whether there was any interference or anything like that. I think is probably what he was asking. That's about the only call you can make on a base pass once the ball's hit. Just wind and a pitch outside. Nice catch that time by Zanger. That'll be 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top half of the third inning. Brown County is the visiting team with the coin toss. They lost it and lead 4-0 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Wind in the throw, high over his head. And Dieterle will end up at third base. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out here. Dodds so far pitched the whole ball game. The stretch and the pitch. Reached down into right center field. That gets past the right fielder. He's headed into second base. Let's see if they stop him. No, they're saying come on to third. And automatically Rainier throws it home every time. And so he's going to end up with a triple as he did not stop on that. And that's going to be a triple on the play.
It looked like the center fielder and the right fielder, that would be Funkenbush and Sadler, kind of got got caught up in who was going to get the ball.
Yeah, who was going after the ball, and
Yeah.
everybody needs to go after the ball. And I can tell you, folks, it's hot out here. The young man Dodds on the mound. His shirt's supposed to be a lighter green than that, or a lighter blue than that, and it's pretty sweat-soaked out there for a young man to sweat that much. Again, people, just even listeners, if you're out working in this heat, make sure you stay hydrated, make sure you take plenty of breaks, and make sure you're wearing light, loose-weight clothing for that. And so, stretch and the pitch. As Flynn comes down the line, that's a ball for that first pitch. I forgot what I messed up here on my scorebook somehow. What did Dieterle do?
Dieterle hit a double.
A double.
And he scored off of Colin Flynn's triple.
Okay, that's where I got messed up. Flynn down at third base, a wind by Dodd to throw. That's going to be a ball, and that's going to be 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the third inning. Brown County now leading on the Cass Communications scoreboard 5-0. Pitcher Dodds looks in, stretches, and pitches. Strike on the outside corner. That's going to be a strike 1. 3-1 the count on Jackson Sefton. Ball pitched back to the pitcher. And Flynn got caught in no man's land there. And Quincy did not make the play at third. They let him get back into third base. I think they were afraid they were going to throw the ball around and lose it. Stretch in the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. That's Rainier. He gets past him, and that's going to score Flynn. And I was looking down at my sheet. You scoring at a base hit or an error?
I don't know, because he didn't get any contact, but he was in position to get the ball. He just went past his glove.
We'll give a base hit on that then. No contact by. So base hit and an RBI. Making the Cass Communication scoreboard 6-0. And on the first pitch, down to second base, is Jackson Sefton. Pitching is good with Brown County. They have plenty of pitchers, as they do most of the time on the All-Star squad. Bunt down the third baseline by Wyatt Cassing. He's going to get on a base hit, and that's going to move Jackson Sefton over to third. And a base hit single by Wyatt Cassing. And Kevin Dieterle's been trying to get that bunt several times today.
That bunt was a thing of beauty.
Put it right down the line, just enough on the grass to keep it on the grass.
As a player who did a lot of bunting, it's so good.
They got a substitution here for Brown County. It's going to be Henry Ingram for Howell. Henry Ingram for Howell in this ball game. And the Adams County coach has a question, and Nick Hindeker is giving the answer. And so kind of a discussion over there to get things perfectly clear with that. And I think Nick was, I think maybe Kevin Dieterle was asking about interference by the first baseman by the way he was standing on the bag.
Oh, okay, or if he was, okay, yep.
And Nick was giving a demonstration there of what he needed to do. Runner goes down to second base. To put Wyatt Cassing at second base, Jackson Sefton at third base, and Evan Howell up to bat with 1 ball on him. I shouldn't say Evan Hall, Henry Ingram. He's laid off of that high fastball. 2 balls, good control there. He started to swing, and I think he noticed his bat was in an upward tilt to hit that, and said, wait a second.
It's not right.
Don't swing at that. Dodd stretches and throws. Ball inside, going to be 3-0.
Had to dodge his way out of that one. He was kind of back out.
Time. getting time out for the pitcher to get a drink because he looks like he is getting worn there. And so they'll call timeout, and we need to do that. With that, we'll take a station break. Cass Communications scoreboard says Brown County 6 and Adams County nothing. Top of the third inning. We'll be back.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. Have you ever been in a big box store and saw something you just couldn't live without, only to find out the employee has no idea what he's selling? You know, the same guy that was behind the deli counter the day before. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt and Daniel Rissman and Weston Heron back with you on the broadcast today. Weston's running the YouTube things for us. We thank him for doing that. Daniel doing color today, but he'll bring you the play-by-play tomorrow night. And we're looking for somebody to run the video. Ball 4, and the runner's going to come in on the ball 4. And going to go down to second. They throw down to second with the runner on third. He's going to score. It goes into the outfield, and the runner comes to third, and he's halfway down the line, and they throw it into home. And so with that, Jackson Sefton scored after the base on balls. And Wyatt Cassing ended up scoring because they threw the ball to second as Henry Ingram was taking second because of all the action going on. And so we end up with 2 more runs for Brown County. First ball hit by Michael Cassing, and he's going to be safe at first base on an infield hit. And Ingram scores from second base on that.
It's just something you just got to watch on YouTube.
So I got to update you here. We have 1 out, top of the third inning. Michael Cassing with a base hit and an RBI. And this inning, Brown County scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs, making the Cass Communications scoreboard read Brown County 9 and Quincy Nationals nothing. And we got a substitution runner at first base.
That is Sefton.
Which that's not Jackson, is it?
Yeah, yes, it is. It is Jackson, I believe.
Cale Jackson.
Cale Jackson's up to bat, but I don't know if Sefton's on first.
Cale Jackson batting for Brody Phelps in this ball game. And yeah, Jackson Sefton running for Michael Cassing. Special runner because he's the catcher. There we go. Special pinch runner.
Mm-hmm.
And in this heat in particular, it makes no difference otherwise. Sefton is down to second base.
Good choice to have the catcher, sitting there, get some
cool drink, get some cool down. The pitch, ball high, going to even at 1 apiece, and Sefton ends up at third base on that pitch.
You can tell that the Heat's kind of getting to this Quincy ball club, especially in the mental side. They're not making the best choices on the field.
Well, and kids today don't spend a ton of time out in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you don't spend time out in the heat, you don't get used to what to do. I want to say back in the day when we worked in the cornfields out of Burris's, but that was ages ago for me. Outside, ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes Sefton from third base, stand up, and he's in. And that'll make the Cass Communications scoreboard read Brown County 10 and Quincy Nationals nothing. Cale Jackson up to bat, got 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. He would be the 9th batter in this inning. Fouls that ball off. Going to make a 1. The scoreboard reads now 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And trying to look here, the Quincy pitcher has 63 pitches, and I've forgotten what the number is that they can't throw past. Is it like 80 pitches?
I think it's 80.
80 or 75. 75 maybe on this level. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman says he's got it. Shortstop says he has it. And the ball, No catch. The ball hit the ground.
If that was caught, that would have been a really good play right there.
Yep. And so that's going to be an error because there were two people there. Error on the second baseman because that should have been his ball. And so for the second time this inning, Carter Havens comes up. He hit an inside the park home run and has grounded out to the shortstop. And Adams coaches Quincy coaches are questioning umpire Hinderker on that, and they're not happy about it.
I don't think they're happy about a lot of these calls in this ball game.
Well, it gets frustrating at this point.
Yeah.
And I think they had a comeback victory yesterday against the American League in Quincy. It's going to be 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out to Carter Havens. Runner is down at second base. That was Cale Jackson. He went down to second on that throw. Stretch. And the pitch. Ball hit down the right field line. That's going to be a seeing eye base hit. It's going to be a double because he's not going to stop running. And does he stop? He finally stops at second base. I was going to begin to start saying, run, Forrest, run. Because Carter Havens just runs. I mean, when he comes out of the box, he's flying, and his intention is never to stop.
He's
like Forrest Gump.
He's a base coach's nightmare.
Matthew Boylan, the batter. Matthew struck out both times in this ball game, in the first and the third. He'd like to get on this bandwagon here. And that scored Cale Jackson from third, making the score 11-0. And there goes the runner to third base, Carter Havens. Carter Havens actually a good catcher in his own right. This team's got White Cassing that catches, Boylan that catches, Havens that catches, Sefton that catches. I think half of the team catches.
Yeah, I mean, just all around good ball players. You know, you can put them anywhere.
Ball gets away from the catcher. He comes down the line. And he's still part of the way, just daring him to throw the ball to third. And I think there's a 15-run rule after 3 on this level, or at least in girls softball there is. And that would be a good rule in this heat.
Yes.
10 after 4, I believe. The stretch by Dodds in the pitch. He's pitched the whole ball game. And that's a high pitch for a ball. That's going to make it 3 balls on Matthew Boylan. No strikes, 1 out, and a runner down at third base. Dieterle's talking to his batter, and Carter Havens down there still playing with the pitcher.
He's like, get back, get back.
And Boylan steps back in. Dodds on the rubber, the stretch and the pitch. Popped up, foul, ding. Nope, got over the roof.
Hopefully,
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hopefully not on the car, though.
I love it at the ballparks when they do that crash glass sound when the ball goes out of the ballpark. 3-1 to Matthew Boylan. Stretch. Ground ball past the second baseman. That's going to be an RBI base hit. He's into second actually with a double. And an RBI. Brings Carter Havens in home. Makes that Cass Communication scoreboard read Brown County 12. And Quincy Nationals nothing. And 71 pitches. And I would say that they're saying, well, we're going to waste a pitcher today. Mr. Dodd's going to waste all of his pitches today.
At the expense.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's not having fun out there.
No. At this point, he's tired.
Yeah.
And looks a little weary out there. The catcher actually has more pop in his step than the pitcher does. And so they're going to have a team meeting or infield meeting on a pitcher's mound again.
Probably give him some time to breathe a little bit, calm down. It's always a good thing to do.
Well, the broadcast tomorrow at 6 p.m. Brown County against Quincy American League. And I believe only 1 team comes out of this pool. I could be wrong. It might be 2. I'll have to look at that before tomorrow night. The stretch and the pitch. Ground ball pass down the third baseline. Knocks it down, throws to first, and he's out on the nice stretch. And Boylan testing him at third base. So let's see. 5-3 on the out as Lane makes a nice play. 5-3, but that moves Boylan over to third base with 2 outs.
Really good play by the third baseman. That's let's see here. That's can't read your handwriting.
Lane.
It's Lane. Okay. I mean,
Yep.
he bobbled that ball for a second. He was still able to control and make a throw.
Kevin Dieterle asked for help from the home plate umpire. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Dodds throws over to first to Moore. And that'll be an out. 1-3 as I swallowed a bug there. But not before Brown County scores 9 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. Excuse me. 8 hits. 1 error that I marked down, and 1 left on base as we go to the bottom half of the third. It is Brown County 12 and Quincy nothing. Well, we'll be back.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611. York Tire understands that there is never a good time for a flat tire on the farm or on your commercial vehicle. That's why York's eases your pain with 24-hour farm and road assistance. They can come to you with their on-site service truck and get your equipment rolling again. York Tire offers tires for just about anything that has wheels and can service vehicles large or small. York Tire, 501 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, right behind the FS Fast Stop. Call 217-773-3947.
Steve Surratt and Daniel Rissman and Weston Heron with you on the broadcast today. Weston doing the YouTube for us, and appreciate that. We appreciate you being listeners on the MixLR app, bchornetsports.com, or on YouTube being a watcher. And send us some feedback on what you're seeing and some things that we can improve on. We always want to improve. And again, we're still continually learning about this thing. We thought we had a new camera for you for behind the plate, but it didn't work this morning, and we'll try to get it working before tomorrow night. Dieterle pitches. First batter is Luke Bove. Is that how they pronounce that, Daniel?
I think Bove, I think.
Got somebody overheating in the dugout, and Brown County's going to be right on that, getting a bag of ice down here, and they're wondering whether it was a pitcher, and I'm sure it is.
Yeah, he looked miserable. It's something when you see the player, and it just looks scary.
Yeah, you've got to stay hydrated, you got to stay cool, and it's really tough in a long inning like that. Umpire gave him a break during that, and we're going to see what's going on here. But heat is nothing to mess with. I can tell you, once you have a breakdown on heat, it's really hard to get out in the heat again.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to place 11 for 12 instead of 15 because 12 can't come back in.
So I believe that
11 is going in place at 12, and we'll find out who the batter is, because I didn't get a full roster when I set the thing up. All right. As we're in the bottom half of the third inning, it is Brown County 12 and Quincy National nothing. First batter batting for dot. I don't know who it is, but the number is 11. Didn't get a full roster for this team. That was my fault, as I didn't write them all down. First pitch, ball. Second pitch, ball. Third pitch, outside, ball 3. As Colin falls behind the batter. 3 balls and no strikes, nobody out. The wind in the pitch. Strike makes it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The wind, the pitch. Strike. That was, Sipes likes that low outside pitch. And every umpire has what I call their extended strike zone. Wind in the pitch, ball outside, going to be ball 4. Third walk of the ball game for Dieterle. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's faced only 9 batters in this ball game.
Yeah, that extended strike zone's going to come in because of the heat and the score.
I should say that should have been Luke Bove there.
Yeah, I think that was Luke Bove.
Yeah, it was Luke Bove. Evan Piscotti, the batter. We're going to listen here real quick on some of these to make sure we get the right names as they've made some changes. Strike on the outside corner, and Dieterle needs to keep pitching and getting batters out here in this inning. The wind in the pitch. Strike 2, there's that low outside pitch. And again, quick throw down by Cassing. Michael Cassing threw that ball down and almost got the batter.
I looked down for 1 second.
First baseman.
Looked down and then boop happens. I'm like, what?
1 ball, or swing and a miss. Strike 3. The batter swings and misses. That is Piscotti, and that is the 7th strikeout of the ball game for Dieterle. Gabe Lane is the batter, I believe.
I will say I did get to see the replay of that snap throw by Cassing because I have the game up here on my phone.
There you go. And boy, is that a clear picture.
It's really good.
I mean, I got the wide angle lens on that, and boy, you can see pitchers mound to first base with that. First pitch to the batter, Gabe Lane. And first pitch was the ball. The wind and the throw. Ball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner at first base is Bovee. Threshold for Dieterle, as they don't want him to go over 50 pitches. So they called threshold of 49, and that freezes it at 50 pitches, or less than 50 pitches, I guess.
Yeah.
And so wind in the throw. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lane, the third baseman. He made a good play last inning. Strike 2. That's going to make it a full count. Dieterle buckles down, tries to get this batter. After this batter, we will have a change of pitchers unless they decide to let him go over the threshold. Ball 4, base on balls. That'll be his 4th base on balls of the ball game. And he's saying to his dad, I'm done. I can't go anymore. And so that'll be change in pitching. We'll get that for you. Bottom of the 3rd inning, it is Brown County 12 and the Quincy Nationals in 9 and 10-year-old baseball, nothing on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages.
Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy carries a wide variety of home medical and durable medical equipment in their normal inventory. If you need something not in inventory, Moreland and Devitt has equipment available in their catalog that can be delivered to the store by the next day with no special fees or shipping charges. Moreland and Devitt Pharmacies, family owned with local employees with locations in Rushville, Virginia, Beardstown, and the Mount Sterling location located inside IGA. For refills, visit mndpharmacy.com or call 217-773-2020.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling has been providing superior comfort to West Central Illinois since 1985. Installing Trane and Mitsubishi comfort systems and servicing all brands, the Comfort Man has the best equipment and technicians to keep your family comfortable year-round. Call the Comfort Man Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626. That's the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626. Or visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
Steve Surratt, Daniel Rissman back with you on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. Change in pitching for Brown County. Carter Havens comes to the mound. Dieterle goes to the shortstop position. Boylan slides over to second base. One to freeze Dieterle to like 49 pitches. I think when you put the threshold in, it stops the count right there unless they decide to leave him in. Strike one by Carter Havens. This will be the batter for Drake Dodd. I don't have the name for this young man. I didn't hear it over the PA. Swing and a miss. Strike two, or actually fouled that one off. It's going to be two strikes. They count one out. Runner at first and second, as we've had two base on balls from Dieterle. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dieterle closes out the books with 7 strikeouts and 4 walks. Didn't allow a run. Wind in the pitch. Ball. Runner goes to third, and he's safe. He was in there above the tag. And Mr. Michael Cassing thought he had the guy, but no, the ball was thrown too high. If you'd had that throw lower, you would have got the runner. And so runner goes to third, and the runner still at first base.
I would expect to see the runner at first. That'd be Lane to go to second here, but I don't know if they're just too scared to. We'll see if they do it.
Ground ball to the second baseman. Boylan tosses over to Dieterle, and they turn the double play. A nicer looking double play as you'll ever see in Little League Baseball. As did you see Boylan took that ball, tossed it with the side hand, which is what you want to teach kids to do. If you're wanting to play second base, you need to learn how to toss that way. Makes the throw to Dieterle. Dieterle gets it, fires it over to first for a double play, for a 4-6-3 double play. And so with that, it is the top of the fourth, Brown County 12 and Adams nothing on that Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages.
The Brown County State Bank is proud to support all the Brown County Hornets athletic programs. In fact, we're the only bank offering the Hornet debit card. Every time the card is used at a point of sale, a portion of the proceeds are contributed to the Brown County School. It's our part of our commitment to making them the best they can be. Contact the Brown County State Bank today to get your Hornet debit card at 773-3327. Brown County State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400. The Hendricker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling, has been serving the Brown County and surrounding area for over 40 years. The Hendricker Funeral Home is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Jamie and Tracy Hendricker and their staff are proud of their attention to detail, the variety of choices, and dignity given to each and every family that they serve in their time of need. For more information, call Hendricker Funeral Home at 773-3362 or on the web at hendrickerfuneralhome.com.
Farmers State Bank and Trust Company Mount Sterling would like.
Daniel Rissman back with you on the broadcast today. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us with the broadcast on BCHornetsports.com. As First year of existence, we did 137 ball games, and I know this spring we did 55 ball games into the month of May. I think that's what my count was. And so June, July, and August, I haven't done a count, but I know I owe Daniel for a few ball games, and that we've done, I think, pretty close to a dozen ball games just this summer already. And so that 137, I think, is going to go by the wayside as the highest number in a 12-month period with that. But we're glad that we could do it. We've met a lot of new friends through this and been able to create some part-time jobs for some people to make a little extra cash. And we have availability. If you'd like to help run the video for football, we'll be looking for that, and as well as help video for junior high baseball and softball. Or if you'd like to announce, be a broadcaster, you can talk with us about it and do that. And stepping in is Meyer Maxwell batting for Sefton. Meyer Maxwell, and so he'll come up to bat for the first time. Sefton closed the books on him. He got an RBI single and struck out and scored a run. Pitcher for Quincy, swing and a miss. Well, let's see. Let me get that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, and let's see. Number 3
is Gabe Lane.
Gabe Lane is now the pitcher. Swing and a miss by Maxwell. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Lane stretches and pitches the right-hander. That's over the top of Maxwell's head. Those are not the ones you want to swing at.
I don't think you wanted to swing at that. He was more ducking at it.
And you want to get your bat out of the way just in case you happen to throw it up the wrong way.
Yes.
Stretch in the pitch. Low in the dirt. Makes it a full count. 3-2 the count. Top of the 4th inning, Brown County leading 12-0. And I believe if they can hold off Quincy from scoring, that this will be the last inning of play.
See that Maxwell's got some funky cleats there, some like neon green with some
neon orange. Yeah, neon green and orange.
They come up with some funky combinations nowadays when it comes to cleats.
It just makes you look fast.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I remember when I played, it was just the basic black and white.
Wyatt Cassing up to bat. He had a bunt single his last time up after striking out. Ball pitches high, and Maxwell's going down to second base. And one thing I would remind the young man is when you're running a base pass, if you're going, you look at the base you're going to. You can usually tell whether the ball's going to get in there or not. Next pitch, high and outside, and Cassing takes a big cut at that.
That is a Cassing cut.
I mean, the hand was off of the bat and everything. His bat was now a whole foot longer to reach that ball.
I thought he was going to be in the home run stance. His knee was going to be on the ground. He was all that.
Ball outside, going to make it 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Back on Maxwell, that's what the third base coach is for. When you're running down to second, they can tell you if the ball's coming down or not.
That's right. That's the only person you need to watch is to see whether you're supposed to get down or keep coming. Ball outside, gets away. Maxwell goes to third base on that. That's going to make it 3-1 on the batter Cassing. Wyatt Cassing 3-1, and Maxwell down to third. If you just joined us, Brown County leading this ball game 12-0 here in the top of the 4th. Ball outside, ball 4. Let's see if he keeps running once he gets there.
I think Dieterle is going to be like, nope, you're not. You're gonna wait till the next pitch.
But I bet it goes on the first pitch.
Yeah. Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction.
That is the Steve Surratt.
That is
trademark.
That is the for sure bet of the day. Let's see what happens. First pitch, strike, and Cassing. That was a delayed steal.
They're teaching them to delayed.
He gets down to second base.
Good high school skill.
Any more delayed, we'd have to quit using a stopwatch and start using a calendar on that one. Next pitch. Is the ball makes it 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Henry Ingram. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last time up, Henry Ingram got a base on balls and then scored.
Seems like the Quincy Nationals pitchers can't really get it in there well.
I watched both teams from Quincy yesterday just for a little bit, and overall speed would not be what I would call their pitching staff. They're more of a change-up type of team all the time.
Off speed.
Ball, and that makes it 2-2. No, I wasn't going to say they were throwing off-speed stuff. That's just what it looks like. You know the person that's throwing a fastball, but it looks like a changeup?
Who?
Just anybody. 3-2 the count. Next pitch, a strike. Calls him out on the high strike for Henry Ingram. He strikes out. That's the first out of this inning. And Michael Cassing up to bat, the catcher for Brown County.
You got to really expect those outreach calls.
And in to score for Brown County is Maxwell, and down to third is Wyatt Cassing. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. 13 on the scoreboard for Brown County on that Cass Communications scoreboard. And here comes Wyatt Cassing, slides in, and he's safe on the pass ball. And so with that, it'll be timeout. 14-0 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. And timeout as they're going to have a conference out at the mound again. These Quincy players do a lot of meetings on their own. They don't invite the coach out. Boy, that is just crystal clear out there. I'm looking at Daniel's feed on his phone. Folks, if you haven't joined us on YouTube yet, go to BC Hornet Sports and look at our live feed that we have today. That is an awesome picture. I don't care who you are, that's an awesome picture. And so, pitchers tying a shoe or getting the rosin bag there. Michael Cassing up to bat with 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, and the bases are empty now. Here in the top half of the 4th inning. Stretch and the pitch. Ball high. 3 balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes. Quincy needs 2 outs to get out of this inning and come to bat. See what they can do. Pitch. Ball hit fly into left field, but the shortstop is out there to make that play for Quincy. And the shortstop is still Rainier, and he makes a great catch out there for the 2nd out. And that brings up Cale Jackson. Cale Jackson, the batter. First pitch is the ball. Everybody swings the bat. Let's see what happens. Popped up, shortstop Rainier there makes the catch. 2 good catches by him, but not before Brown County gets 2 runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we head to the bottom half of the 4th, probably the last half inning, it's Brown County 14 and Quincy Nationals nothing. We'll be back.
Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling would like to wish the Hornets best of luck this season. A local bank with local people, local decisions, and local investments, the Farmers State Bank and Trust has been serving the financial needs of Brown County for over 100 years. Visit them today for all your banking needs at the main bank in Mount Sterling, the For Sales branch, the Timewell branch, or the branch located inside the IGA in Mount Sterling. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Casting, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Land Guys LLC is a land brokerage company dedicated to connecting sellers and buyers through the use of innovative marketing that includes professional photography and videography. Land Guys LLC had over $80 million in sales last year and averaged selling a farm every 2.5 days. Named one of America's best brokerages, contact your local Land Guys broker, Toby Stay, at 217-257-6096 or go to landguys.net.
Stacey Wright, Daniel Rissman back with you, and Weston Herron on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. First pitch hit by Zanger is caught by Dieterle. The shortstop's getting to work out on the last 3 outs as Rainier made 2 pop-up catches at the end of the inning, and now Dieterle makes 1 to start this inning. It's a shortstop kind of day.
I'm going to say this for the audience, that you said that my Cubs hat looked like an Indians hat.
It does, because it's black. It's a dark blue and red.
It's
got a C on it. That's the Cleveland Indians. First pitch to the batter, Moore, is a ball. Fouled off, 1-1 to count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. Brown County leading 14-0 on the Cass Communications scoreboard here at 9 and 10-year-old District 17 pool play here in Mount Sterling. The pitch, ground ball to Dieterle. He fields, throws over to first. Nice stretch by Flynn. 6-3 on the out, and 4 straight balls for the shortstops.
That is textbook fielding right there. That is
fielded off of his inside left foot. Picked it up, threw.
Took 2 steps. Got it in. That's the way you're supposed to be taught how to field.
Folks, if you want to come starting July the 5th, the 11 and 12-year-old district will be here. Brown County's in that pop-up to the right side, and it's foul. And not caught by anybody. 11 and 12-year-old district here. Beardstown and Brown County, I know for sure. We didn't see, I'm going to predict Illinois Valley, which is Greene County and Calhoun County, and Tri-County making it out of that one. And so you're going to see some good baseball next week. And if you want to come and see what defensive catching is about, you want to come watch Jack Buss catch next week. And if you want to see an outstanding arm behind the plate, you want to see Mr. Rice behind the plate. If we could make them into one ball player, he'd be
pretty close to perfection.
Yeah. Dylan Rice, good kid, good bat, good, just all-around good attitude. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the batter, Stadler. The wind and the throw. Strike 3, going to call him out, and that's going to be the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So 4, we'll just start the Casting Lumber postgame show, or I should say the Prairie Land FS postgame show, brought to you by their farmer-owned cooperative dedicated to providing all customers with the highest quality products and services. Your local Prairie Land FS, 104 West Railroad in Mount Sterling, 217-773-3911. For Quincy, no runs on no hits, so Brown County combines for a no-hitter. No errors, and they left 2 men on base, and both of them were on base on balls. They had, Dieterle had 4 base on balls for Quincy. For Brown County, looks like 14 runs on 9 hits. 14 runs, 9 hits, 1, 2, 3 errors, and Brown County didn't leave anybody on base. And no, left 1 on base. Left 1 on base. And so with that, Brown County wins the ball game 14-0. You're listening to the Prairie Land FS postgame show. They're a farmer-owned cooperative dedicated to providing their customers with the highest quality products and services. Your local Prairie Land FS, 104 West Railroad, Mount Sterling, 217-773-3911. Now it's time for the Casting Lumber Player of the Game, brought to you by hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, Casting Lumber. They can help you start or finish any job you have, inside, outside, big or small. Stop by and see how they can help you get the job done. Supporting hometown and schools and families for 45 years. Casting Lumber Company, Route 99 South, 773-2611. So, Daniel, on the Quincy side of the ball, who would you give the player of the ball game to?
There's really
Brown County State Bank, Cast Communications, Double K Firearms, Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling, Farmer State Bank of Greggsville, Hinderker Funeral Home, Henry Automotive, Casting Lumber, Larry Dunn Accounting, The Land Guys LLC, Mount Sterling Savings Center, Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy, Prairie Land FS, Ray Insurance Agency, A Rustic Gardens, Scranton Heating and Cooling, Yingling and Nissen Agency, and York Tire. Thank you for listening to the Brown County Hornets on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports.